So, okay, come, children, let's talk a little bit about the distance speed time for today. Okay. So, children, this question, right, last week I went through already. Hello, Shen. All right, this question last week I went through already, but I got some student asking more about this question. So I'm trying to revisit this question again at a slower rate. All right, because this our question is to compare the difference, a little bit hard to see. All right, I even make a TikTok on this video, on this question. All right, I make 3 TikTok on this question actually. All right, so can we just take a look at this question? Question 5, 6, and 7 are from last week's worksheet. Let's finish these 3 questions first. Are we ready? Let's go. A shopping mall and a playground are 84 meters apart. All right, so this shopping mall and this playground is 84 meters apart. They are located between Mark's house and Xavier's house. The shopping mall is exactly halfway. So this is a shopping mall. It's exactly halfway between Mark's house and Xavier's house. This type of question very, very popular, very irritating. So the length here is actually equal to the length here. One day, Mark and Xavier cycled from their house at the same time. They arrived at the playground together. So what is happening is Mark is further from the playground. This is the playground. All right, so Mark cycle further and faster to reach the playground. Xavier only cycle like that only to reach the playground. We know that Xavier's speed is 91 meters per minute, while Mark's speed is 21 meters per minute faster than Xavier. How much further did Mark cycle than Xavier? Okay, children. So after reading the question, I hope that you can understand what they are asking for. All right, so I decided, right, because this type of question is important, today's worksheet number 25, right, some questions is also like this one. All right, that's the reason why I'm spending a bit more time on this question. I hope you can understand. And I even do up a little animation in the PowerPoint. Let's check this out. Ready? Okay. So if Xavier and Mark is traveling at the same speed, right, they will be able to reach the destination at the same time. All right. So let's not talk about Xavier and Mark. Let's talk about rabbit and babies. Woo! All right. So rabbit, hop, hop, hop. Rabbit, they hop, hop, hop. Baby, they crawl, Can? All right. So this is the 0 second. They start at the same time. This is the 10 second or the 10-minute mark. All right. This is the 10-minute mark. Can? This is the 0-minute mark. All right. So what am I drawing down here? This is actually called a timeline. Don't have to draw, just listen. This is actually called a timeline. Can? So what does the rabbit do? Rabbit, hop, hop, hop. The baby will crawl. So if they are the same speed, right, this will happen. All right. Every 1 minute, right, they cover 10 meters. Every 1 minute, they cover 10 meters. And they are at the same speed. Every 1 minute, they cover 10 meters. Every 1 minute, they cover 10 meters, and so on. Every 1 minute, they cover 10 meters. Do you understand? So they will start at a 0 minute and they will end togetherly, no such word, at a 10 minute because they are at the same speed. Do you understand this? Can? Easy, right? Okay. So they will start and end at the same place at the same time because they are at the same speed, the baby and the rabbit. So what is the distance covered by the rabbit? The distance covered by the rabbit is 10 times 10 minutes, which is 100 meters. All right. How about the baby? 10 meters times 10 minutes, 100 meters also. Can you see or not? That's why they start and end at the same time. Is that okay, children? Okay, this one, if they are on the same speed, okay, come. So if we look at this one, can you see or not? My drawing is nicer down here. All right, can we look at Mark and Xavier? All right, so this portion here is the center. This is the midpoint down here. Can? If our dear Mark and Xavier were to travel at the same speed, so Mark travel, for example, down here, Xavier will travel down here. If they are at the same speed, so Mark travel down here, Xavier will travel down here. If they are at the same speed, If at the same speed, Mark travel down here, Xavier will travel down here. If they are at the same speed, and Mark travel down here, Xavier will travel up here. If they are at the same speed. Can you see not? If they are at the same speed, Mark will only be here, you know. Mark will only be here. Where else? Xavier already reached the playground. Can you see or not? If they are of the same speed. But we know that Mark is faster, according to the question. Can you see that? And we also know one thing. We know that the shopping mall, right, is actually in between Xavier's house and also Mark's house. So this part is equal to this part, the red line. Can you see or not? So what do you see? Can you see that the red line, right, is actually made up of these 4 arrows, which is this portion? Yes, Mark also got these 4 arrows, right, which is this portion here. Can you see? And according to the red line, right, this portion here, which is the 84 meter, this portion must also be 84. Why? Why? All right, because the question did say that this red line down here is equal to this red line down here. So one red line consists of 1 green and 1 purple. This portion, the red line must consist of 1 green and purple. Also what? Can you see or not? Can you see? So our dear Mark, what happened? Our dear Mark actually traveled an extra 84 meter and another 84 meter. Some of you don't understand why is it times 2. So now I want to show you this. That is the reason why you need times 2. Mark traveled 84 and another 84 in order to reach the playground at the same time as our dear Xavier. Do you understand? That's why this first answer, that's why the first answer is what? The first answer is how much further did Mark travel? Mark traveled further by 84 times 2. Children, can you understand or not? All right, because this type of question, right, you have to understand why is it times 2. Answer is 168 meter more. Okay? So the purple 4 arrow, right, if Mark and Xavier is the same speed, yeah, rabbit, hop, what? They will be at the same speed. They will be at the same line. All right. So the purple arrow is if they are at the same speed. But not true. Our dear Mark travel extra in order to meet Xavier at the playground. How much is the extra? Is 84 and another 84. But why? Why is this part 84? Some of you don't know. Why is this part 84? Because the question did say the center to Xavier, the center to Mark. This length is equal to this length. If this length is equal to this length, as you can see, this portion is made up of 4 arrow purple. Down here is also made up of 4 arrow purple. Down here is made up of 84 green. Down here must also be 84 green. That is the reason why. That is the reason why. Hopefully now I explain a little bit clearer to you. Can or not? Can? Okay? Okay, next question. All right, next part of the question. Next part of the question. All right, so the first answer is 168. Mark travel 168 more. Must know this. Hey, this question you need to know. Because if you can understand this question later, those questions that we do in worksheet 25, some of them are related to this also. All right, you must know this. Okay? So now, right, if the rabbit and the baby, right, hop and crawl at different speed, what will happen? Look here. All right, once again, this is a timeline. This is like minutes. 0 minutes, 10 minutes. This is like a timeline. A timeline. Okay? So now what happened? Our dear rabbit and baby, let's come out. Ta-da! And now because the rabbit, right, say that, 10 meters per minute, I can do better than that. So now the rabbit hop. Every 1 minute now, the rabbit hop 20 meter. Every 1 minute, the rabbit hop 20 meter, but the baby is still going at 10 meter. Every minute now, the rabbit hop 20 meter. Every minute, the rabbit hop 20 meter and the baby cross 10 meter. But from this timeline, right, it's not very useful. It doesn't show us like, who travel farther than who, right? It doesn't show. It just shows that the starting is 0 minute, the ending is 10 minutes. It's not very helpful. Can you see not? The timeline for this case is not very helpful. This one is different speed, different speed, All right, how do I know different speed? Because the rabbit hop further in the same 1 minute. All right, in the same 1 minute, the baby only traveled 10, but the rabbit hopped 20. All right, so obviously the rabbit is faster. That's why it's different speed. All right, but from here we can see that, okay, in 10 minutes, the rabbit hopped 20 meter times 10. That means the rabbit hopped 200 meter. Can you see that? And the baby is still 100 meter in terms of distance. So this type of drawing, right, is not very clear. It's not very useful because the time is the starting and the ending is the same, I know, but it's not going to be helpful to me in terms of understanding the question. That's why sometimes, right, when you draw, right, the time is different area one. The time will not be at the same starting and ending point one. All right, later I show you. Ready? Let's take a look. So the total distance traveled by the rabbit, can you see not? It's down here. All right, is 200 meter. Whereas the distance traveled by the baby is 100 meter. Like that you draw is clearer. Like that you draw is clearer. How come? All right. Like that, if you draw, right, you know that the rabbit traveled a further distance, right? Down here, see? All right. So again, are we ready? Are we ready? All right. So now let's draw by distance. So this portion here is drawing mainly based on the distance traveled. Are you ready? Let's go. It will be more meaningful. This drawing here will be more meaningful than the above. Let's go. So rabbit, hop. Rabbit hop 20 meter in 1 minute. The baby crawl 10 meter in 1 minute. This will happen. You see? The rabbit becomes further. The next minute, the rabbit hop further. And the baby is still 10 meters. Can you see not? So as you can see, tung. What happened? The rabbit hop further. Every minute, he hop further by 10 meters. And he will reach down here. And our baby crawl and reach down here only. So from this drawing, right, it is much more meaningful. We know that the distance covered by the rabbit is more than the baby. Is that true? It's true. All right. So here comes the question. The rabbit is 10 meter per minute faster than baby. Is that true? Yes. Down here on top, right, it's actually what, 20 meter per minute. The baby is 10 meter per minute. Is it true that the rabbit is 10 meter per minute more than the baby? Yes. That's why it's able to reach the a further destination. Can you see? So rabbit is 10 meter per minute faster. What does this 10 meter per minute faster means? What does this mean? This actually means that in 1 minute, right? In 1 minute, the rabbit covers 10 meters more than baby. Is that true? You must understand this statement here. What does the 10 meter per minute means? In 1 minute, the rabbit covers 10 meter more than the baby. This happens how long, children? This happened in how many minutes? It happens in 10 minutes, right? This happened in 10 minutes, right? This happened in 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, what happened? In 10 minutes, the rabbit covers what? Rabbit covers 10 meter times 10, which is 100 meter more than baby. Do you understand? Is it true? It's true. The rabbit took 10 minutes to reach the destination. The baby took 10 minutes to reach this destination. Can you see? And as a result, the rabbit covers 100 meter more. Down here is the 100 meter more. Do you understand? And everything makes up. Everything balances up. 100 plus 100 is 200. Correct, what? You see, everything balances up. But children, you must know one thing. For example, if I say that the rabbit and the baby start at the same time, let's say they start at 0900. They start at 0900. What do you see? What do you see? Can you see that down here, right? The rabbit end down here at what? 0910. Because it's 10 minutes, what? And down here is 0910. That's why some of you got confused with the drawing. How come, right? The time 0910 is the same number, but how come one is down here and one is down here? Some of you got confused about that. Can you see now? It's